Hello. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Ellendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you learn the Speak Out exercises. I also want to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out home practice routine. We want you to be doing your Speak Out exercises every day. If you have not signed into the chat, I encourage you to do that even if you're not going to chat throughout the session. I know that can be hard. I would rather you do the speech exercises than be typing, and I'm amazed at how some of you can do both. But there are some really cute images being posted in the chat, and I would love for you to be able to see them. So just where it says type in your nickname from our website, type in just your first name and where you're from. No password, login, none of that is required. The chat comments disappear at the end of the day, and it gets ready for the next day. We're not even saving any of that information. Okay, today's topic was inspired by Diana from Portland. It is all about the pyramids. Have you been to the pyramids? I would love to visit. Now, let's go ahead and say pyramids with intent. And I find it a little bit harder to project my voice forward when I say pyramids, mostly because of the P and the M. They're kind of back here. Everybody say pyramids. Ready? Pyramids. I really have to work to get the sound forward. Try it again. Pyramids. And before we practice smiling with intent, I want to show you a picture of Jeff and his family. Jeff lives in Dallas. Here is a picture of his family smiling with intent. What a beautiful family. So they are our inspiration for today. Give me your best smile and hold it for a second or two. Ready? And I encourage you, when you get up in the morning and you go to brush your teeth, I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to smile with intent. And I not only want you to smile with intent, I want you to think about how it feels when you see a smile that you really like. It's probably going to feel very exaggerated. You might feel like, I can't smile like this. That's why I want you to look in the mirror, because with Parkinson's, things always feel more exaggerated than they are. So if you're not exaggerating your smile, you're probably not getting the best smile. Let's go ahead and take our sip of water with intent. Parkinson's is very tricky. Things don't feel the same way they are. We're going to start with the Speak Out exercise, the warm-up. Lift your voice, project it up and over your computer. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Are you lifting your voice? It should feel different. It's not may, me, it's may. Lift it. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Let your voice fly forward. Speak out. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. And one more. This time we're going to be even more deliberate, more intentional. We are going to stretch out those vowels. We're going to be forced to think about it a little bit more. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. that was harder. Take a sip of water with intent. All right. Moving on to speak out exercise number 2, the ahs, deliberately. Open your mouth wide. Lift your voice. Project that ah across your room. Ready? Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Good. Another one. We want the ah to be clear. The sound should be clear. If it's not clear, you're not speaking out enough, okay? So we want it to be clear, and it should never hurt. If it hurts, do not do these exercises. It should not hurt with Parkinson's. If it does, then you need to talk to your speech pathologist. Let's do a shorter ah. Ah. Good. One more. Ah. Good. Take your sip of water. So a voice can sound raspy even when it doesn't hurt. The raspiness in the Parkinson's voice is very different from someone else who doesn't have Parkinson's, who has maybe laryngitis. Their voice sounds rough and it hurts, right? The more effort they put into talking, the worse their voice sounds. With Parkinson's, it's not that way. The more you speak out, the better the voice sounds. All right. Let's move on to the glides. Steady ah, and then glide up. Ready? Ah. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Good. Again. Make sure to get all those little notes. We don't want you jumping from here to there. Ah, we want to hear those notes. Ready? Ah. Ah. Okay, that's enough glides for today. Take a sip of water. With intent. Good. We're going to move on to the counting. We call this, it's really called the numerical sequences. Say that with me. Numerical sequences. You really have to use a lot of intent. Say it again with more intent. Numerical sequences, otherwise known as counting. I want you to lift the numbers just like you did with the may, me, my, mo, moo. You're projecting these numbers across the room. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14, 15, 16. Let's go backward. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's do it one more time. We will start with number 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, take a sip of water. Okay, a couple announcements. After the counting, I like to do announcements. Number 1, we just got in 10,000 brochures about the Speak Out Therapy program. It would be such a big help if you would help distribute these brochures at your PD support groups, boxing classes, anywhere you have other people with Parkinson's who need our help. If you will send an email to intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org, send us your name, your address, your phone number, and let us know how many brochures you would like us to send to you. Unfortunately, we can only send the brochures in the U.S. I'm sorry about that. Help us get the word out to help more people. The other announcement I want to make, I have not forgotten about those of you who have been diagnosed with PSP, MSA, or atypical Parkinson's. I am going to make some videos for you. They will be home practice videos, and they are specifically designed for people with atypical Parkinson's. And so they just move maybe a little bit slower. They're just a little bit different. But what I'm waiting on, do y'all know Brett Myers? He did such a great job facilitating the online sessions, and how the May Me My Momu and the exercises show up at the bottom. We are going to do this, and I think it is especially important for people with PSP and MSA, CBD. The challenge has been, well, December was crazy. I thought I could get them done by the end of the year, and I didn't. But Julie needs time on my computer in my office to be able to set all of this up. So I will be traveling some next week, and so she is going to get into my office and figure out how to do it. The way that Brett did it, he actually produced. He had somebody else produce and pop all of those up on the screen for him. But we can't spend 2 hours having another company produce. He got someone in the university to do it. We can't do that for every session. But we have figured out a way that we can do it. And so after next week, I'm hoping to have those ready for everybody, but they will be especially important for the PSP videos. All right, let's move on to the counting. I promise I haven't forgotten about you. All right. Topic for today, the pyramids. Read these sentences with intent, speak out. Ready? Egypt is known for its pyramids. Emphasize the highlighted words. Ready? Egypt is known for its pyramids. Next. The pyramids are near Cairo. Again. The pyramids are near Cairo. I wonder if anybody is practicing with us from Egypt. I would love for you to put your name in the chat and say hello. Let's read this with intent. The Great Pyramid of Giza is 450 feet high. Again, the Great Pyramid of Giza is 450 feet high. If you were to read that sentence to someone and they couldn't see the sentence, and you told them to raise their hand whenever they heard the emphasized word, would they have raised their hand on 450? Read it again. The Great Pyramid of Giza is 450 feet high. Next, it is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Again, it is one of the 7 wonders of the world. And a great exercise, go ahead and take a sip of water. A great exercise would be for you to download this reading material, read these sentences to your spouse or other family member or friend. Don't let them see the words, and see if they will raise their hand every time you emphasized a word. Would it match with the highlighted words? This is actually pretty challenging for people with Parkinson's, so that would be a great way to exercise. And when you emphasize certain words, you're getting more expression in your voice. We don't want a monotone voice. All right, moving on to the conversation exercise. I want you to describe this. Use your very best voice, every word with intent. Describe it. Next picture, describe what you see. Pretend I can't see it. Describe it to me with intent. It's not as easy to describe pictures than it is to read the sentences with intent. So describing photos and pictures is a great exercise. Let's move on to Dr. Boone's words. Ready? Gula gun ga ga. Again. Gula gun ga ga. And the next one. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Take a sip of water if you need it. Won't it be wonderful to have these nonsense words come up on the screen? So it's not just for the PSP videos or the atypical Parkinson's. We're going to be using it for all of our videos. So stay tuned. We're going to do the bonus reading. Here's the bell. Let's read together. Emphasize the highlighted words. Ready? Cairo's most popular attraction, the pyramids of Giza, draw thousands of visitors every year. As one of the original 7 wonders of the world, these pyramids have stood the test of time, remaining intact for roughly 4,500 years. Another great exercise to read this paragraph to a friend. Have them raise their hand every time they think you're emphasizing the words. Let's read it again with more intent. Cairo's most popular attraction, the pyramids of Giza, draw thousands of visitors every year. As one of the original 7 wonders of the world, these pyramids have stood the test of time, remaining intact for roughly 4,500 years. Notice that when we emphasize the words, we're not necessarily going louder. It's not about yelling. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. My hope is, as you are learning to speak and swallow with intent, that you are starting to really pay attention and do everything with intent. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.